Okay, cool. Let me go. Study 2 hours, implement what you study, get ready to take calls and make money. Study 2 hours, implement what you study, get ready to make some money. That's the simplest path I can give you. So I can't gauge your readiness because I don't know you personally. But okay, we got it. We got it.
Got it. All right.
Move this. Okay, so all right, so we got you on stage. Let me close out this one. Leave the site. Okay. All right, my bad, sir. Sorry for the confusion. That was my apologies. We have self-rule in the building. What's going on, Pepe?
Peace, man. How you doing, my brother?
Doing good, man. Good seeing you, man. Good seeing you.
Well.
Tell the wonderful people who you are.
Oh man, my name is Stefan Self-Ruler West on the line. I been doing the notary business for about 3 years now, going into my 4th year.
It's been 3 years?
Yeah, it's been 3 years. I actually started my business 2020 after COVID hit. Lost a lot of contracts. I was doing a lot of ballot initiatives and things like that around St. Louis and lost my contracts. I had already we had crossed paths online prior to that because of your brand on to be on.
We have,
that, and I think through Dr. Boyce Watkins. And I was just watching your movement the whole time because while I was working, I was actually a notary. We had to be notaries. Somebody had to notarize the petitions and things like that. So they typically had the management do that. So when I lost the contracts, I had always told myself, if he ever put it on sale again, I'm on it. And I remember you had put it on sale. I want to say it dropped to like $400 or something like that, $375, somewhere around there, around that time. And it was also around the same time, I think we got like some sort of stimulus check or something. So I was
it was aligned.
I was like, hey, I'm about to flip this thing into some knowledge. And I actually bought that, and I bought the program. I got on it, and I'm not going to even lie. I'm probably still only about 30-some percent, 40% through the course, but I had already somewhat a little bit of knowledge of the notary stuff. I just kind of looked directly at what I needed, like to get, like you said, to get right to the paper. And I just ran to it. So now I've been finding myself going back to it because I've been trying to get the apostille game down pack and the mobile fingerprinting. But as far as general notary work and NSA work, not a problem anymore. It's
sweet. Yeah. Sweet. And give me 1 second. So who was that? Up next, I don't see the email. Email it to my Gmail, andrechhatchett@gmail.com. andrechhatchett@gmail.com. I don't see the email. So just send it there just to play it safe. All right. So you had a $525 day yesterday. Can you give us the complete breakdown of that, sir? A fly logo too.
Okay, appreciate that. Yeah, thanks, Winston, man, for that. Thank Winston for that logo, man.
Shout out to Winston.
So I got a call. Actually, I keep my phone on 24 hours a day because in St. Louis we don't have many 24-hour mobile notaries. So I actually got an email that came through about 2 a.m. and they wanted to book for and they booked for 9 a.m. I did that job at 9 a.m. for $175. It was just an easement deed. I love those. Those are so simple. And what happened was the client made a mistake with the document. So they turned around and booked me again for 5 p.m. And then in between that, I had a nursing home job that was also just a power of attorney, the one simple document as well. And I probably left my house. I left my house 3 times. Each of the places were 10 minutes away from my house. So I probably drove more than I actually worked. Seriously, like 10 minutes there, 10 minutes back. I'm back on the couch. And then you know, and it was like I had a 9 a.m., I had like a noon, and then I had a 5 p.m. And altogether, I probably was out the house maybe an hour and a half, and I grossed 525. So I mean, that's just that was I typically get like $300 days a lot because that's just 2 bookings with the pricing I use. So yeah.
All right. Now, some people fight me on the pricing. They say, so I think it's this, Ruler. You tell me what you think. I think it's because they wouldn't pay somebody. They think that nobody will pay them. Or they speak to their cousin who doesn't know anything about the business. It's always a freaking cousin, yo, who doesn't know anything about the business, who tells them, oh man, the bank does it for free or $5 or $10. What gives you the confidence to charge $150 and up an appointment?
I will say that I think that over the course of the time just that I've been doing this, I have realized that there are some customers that they don't trust the pricing when it's so cheap. Like when I first started, I'm not gonna lie, I was doing stuff for $25, $45. $45 was like my sweet spot, but it was rare that I would have a $200-$300 day because I would literally have to do like 10 appointments almost.
So you work all damn day.
Yeah, and working all day. And that would, I think if I would have kept that up, I probably would have given up a long time ago. So each year, I mean, I was just gradually going up. And I think that now I do get a lot of people that'll call and say, hey, nah, that's too high. But the thing is all I need now is what? 2-3 people to bite per day. And sometimes that might just equal maybe 4 or 5 appointments today, 4 or 5 appointments in a couple of days, but I still, you know, might gross $1,200 a week, and I still probably only work, you know, maybe 3 hours at the most. So, I mean, you know, it's, you know, I can see why some people are like just, it could kind of like, you know, it could kind of wear you down when you get these no's all the time, but you only really need to get that 2 to 10% that say yes, and it makes it worthwhile. And if you keep your pricing up there, I have noticed that when you have lower pricing, you also have a certain type of customer. Like if you say, hey, I'll do it for $45, you'll get there and then they'll try to give you $25. So
or they'll cancel.
Oh man,
it's like dating someone who you didn't want to date anyway. Then they flake on you like, I didn't want to go out with you anyway.
No, seriously, that's happened more when I had the lower pricing than it's ever happened now, because now they book and then it's like a thing where they book and they pay ahead of time. I didn't even look before I got this website built by Winston. I was having a little bit of doubt in that, like people actually pay before you get there. And now, like I've got people, I booked 2 people today that pay me, you know, money that they're not going to get. I'm not going to see them until after the holidays, and I got the money already. You know, it's crazy.
How much did you get?
I got 2 bookings for $175 a piece, so $350. I got one 27th and one on the 29th, and those are like, you know, a week or so out, and people pay up front, so it can be done.
Who here has the mental blocks? That's what we're talking about here. Who here has the mental blocks that they're like, yo, I don't know who's going to pay? See, people are happy to pay a premium fee and happy to pay in advance because see, here's you got to look at it. Your ideal customer doesn't want to talk to you like that. Your ideal customer, they want you to show up. Hi, how you doing? You want some coffee? Okay, great. You're out. They ain't trying to reconfirm and talk to you, man. They're busy.
True.
I'm glad you said that about the lower paying clients, because some people like literally want to fight me. Like, yo, Dre, I don't know. I'm like, all right, cool. You could do 2 appointments and make $350 a day, or do 5 and have 2 cancellations and 1, even though they offered you, even though you went down to 40, now they want to give you 25. It's a headache.
It is.
What are your favorite kind of appointments, sir?
Ooh, my favorite. I found out that, man, I would say probably like nursing homes and hospitals. That's like my sweet spot. I do get some estate planning docs, But honestly, I prefer power of attorneys, those simple documents like that, easement deeds,
Mm-hmm.
like that. But power of attorneys has been my sweet spot. We got a lot of hospitals and a lot of nursing homes out here, and I just every time I go to those, I always leave cards. Even if I've been there 10 times that week, I
Smart.
still leave cards with the different person at the desk, same person at the desk. If I'm on a different floor, I always leave cards at the head nurse's desk. I ask where the social worker's office is on each floor. I always leave cards. So that's something that I've that's kind of my niche right there. I love the power of attorneys. That's like, man, those are easy.
And how long does one usually take?
Well, I've had one that took, like 20 minutes and I was a little upset, but it was because they didn't have their witness. So I had to run around and find a witness. They didn't know they needed witnesses. But honestly, I'm usually in and out in like 15 minutes with power of attorneys. If everybody's there, they got IDs, witnesses are on standby, I'm in and out. I start logging people in. They go through the documents while I'm logging them in. And sometimes, I get a chance to talk to the client beforehand because I sometimes just call them just to just say, hey, I'm on my way. And I'll tell them if it's anything that needs initialed, you can fill all of that out and just where it's the signatures are, leave that blank. And when I come in, you'll sign that in front of me. So I mean, anything to cut down time, but a typical power of attorney is about 15 minutes, and I'm back home and I'm, on my couch, waiting on the next call, and easy $175.
Hmm. Are you doing this full time now?
I am. I don't work.
You don't have a job anymore?
I don't have a job anymore, man. I'm just doing this.
Oh, congrats.
I've been doing this full time actually for the last I got off my last campaign in February of 2022. I've been doing this since then, just full time.
Wow.
And I gross about, a few $1,000s a month. And I haven't had a $30,000 month yet, but I'm trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna go back to Winston at the top of the year to reinvest on the SEO and see if we can get a little bit more traffic.
That's something I'm glad you say. You have no problem paying for education, a fly website. Actually, if you can put your website link in the chat, let me show everyone the website.
Gotcha.
Why do you think some people don't want to pay for mentorship and education, and some people like you are happy? Like, all right, Dre, here you go. So, put me in this, put me in that.
Honestly, Dre, I'll be honest with you. I think those people probably won't last in the business long thinking like that because. And to me, that's an opportunity. I look at that as more of an opportunity. I mean, if you're scared to invest in yourself, then I mean, you can't expect anybody to want to spend their money with you. I mean, you got to get the knowledge. You have to. Everybody has to get the knowledge and pay somebody, and we all have to listen to somebody. So hey, if you're not willing to do that, then you probably you're gonna burn yourself dry in this game. You're gonna just you're going to have a bad experience, and you have to be willing to pay for the knowledge. And like you said, I'm not a stranger to that. I reach back out when I got the money and say, hey, Dre, I need this, or hey, yeah. So
I appreciate it.
It's been a gradual thing. I can't say this. I did what I could do until I knew I needed to better myself. So what I started out with the simplest process, which is what you told us. You said you get the phone number, you get the commission, you get the phone number, you get the knowledge, and you get the website free, Google. So once, later I had been doing it a couple years, and I was like, let me put a little bit of dust to the side. I had heard Winston prices, and I was like, ooh, before he go up,
he's going to go up too. I'll be trying to get him to raise his prices.
So that's what I did before he went up. I got the I got the website done, and I told him I'm gonna be back at the top of the year. I'm just putting my little ducats to the side, and I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and go back and get the SEO. I mean, you have to if you want to be successful. I mean, you just have to. I'm trying to put my website up.
And I actually got it pulled up. And I tell people, look, if you don't like me, that's cool, man. Find somebody like, and trust who you have a good feeling about, and just pay them. Because the time that people are trying to save they could have $500 days. They could have $300 days, and they're trying to save $100, $1,000, $200, and I'm like, fam, it just doesn't make sense. And like you said, that it's a blockage that some people have, and they're going to run into people who have the same blockage and not make any money.
Yeah, facts.
If you're happy with your results, man, stay on YouTube and all that good stuff. If you're happy with your results, if you're not, get with somebody you know, like, and trust. Pay them and just listen to what they do. Listen to what they tell you to do. All right, so here goes Ruler's website. Look at this right here. Logo, website done. It cost you $500.
Somewhere around there. I think about 500 or so. Yep. And that's cheap for what he gave me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It paid for, you know what? It paid for itself after like the first 3 bookings. So I mean, you gotta ask yourself, like, hey, is this, if this is the business that you want to pursue and this lifestyle, you want this, you have to spend the money to get, to really get money. So I have been watching and studying so long. I was just like, yo, I think I'm ready for the website. And I jumped out there and got it. I think I was in one of the courses, live courses, and Winston was in it, and he put his, I think I bought the website before we ended the course.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, man, I jumped on it. I said, oh, 500, I got that right now. Let me, and I went and got it right then and there, so, and he did that in about, I want to say it was maybe a couple weeks or so, but I could not be happier. And I'm going to tell you guys why you need to get this website or a website by him. Is he puts this booking app on there. And before you even go, it cuts down on that go out and they cancel at the last minute. I mean, they pay before you even get there. So you already know what your day's looking like most of the time. And you have a for sure sale because this person has already paid. So the booking and all of that prior, I didn't think it could go like that, but it goes. I mean, people do it, and it cuts down on your time. Like, you don't have to waste time trying to talk to a person an hour. Like, now, sometimes I'm busy and my phone will ring, and I literally won't even answer the phone on purpose, because what I do is I send a text back that'll say, sorry, we missed your call. You can go to our website and book your appointment if you're still in need of a mobile notary, blase, or give us a call back, something like that. And most people are just, if they don't want to pay what you cost, they'll go check your website out and they won't book. But then you got some people that are literally just click on that link. It's automated, and then they'll book. So you don't even have to talk to people if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So, and you won't lose. You know what I'm saying? So it's worth it.
This is perfect for you guys too, who have a job or who are juggling. This is a perfect way for you to get it done. It's SEO, and that stands for search engine optimization. It's basically a formula that helps you rank higher on Bing, Google, and Yahoo. So when people search for mobile notary, Louisville, Kentucky, it gives you the highest chance of popping up. Highest chance of popping up. Is anyone learning anything tonight? All right, came here. I see STL says you have a team of notaries. Who was on your team? Do you have a team, or is that just a projection for the future?
Oh yeah, when I'm out of town, I definitely have some people that work for me. So I'm out of town next week because I do a lot of travel, and I already got a couple guys that are going to handle those. And actually, the whole time that I was out of town for a contract for like 6 months back in 2021, led up to 2022, and I got 3 other notaries that were doing all the work for me, and I was just sitting back making passive income.
Eating.
And that was another reason why back then I had to go up a little bit, because if you can't really scale your business ever if you're going to be charging $45, $50. I mean, you can't, there's no future in that. You're going to have to do all the legwork yourself. And there are times when you might want to go on a family trip and you could work off your phone. You could literally just the phone will ring, you can book people and you can send people on jobs. So this site also has the ability to for you to upload other notaries on there and you can assign them those jobs. So
Oh shoot.
yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I haven't got all the full functionality yet, but I plan on using it while I'm on vacation this year. So I'm definitely gonna be, assigning a couple other people on there. Yeah.
Sweet. Do you want to tell them about the other stuff that you do?
Say that one more time.
Do you want to share the other stuff that you are part of, or stuff that you do?
Sure. So yeah, why not? What led me to Andre initially was my connection with Dr. Boyce Watkins. I started an internet challenge 8 years ago called the Black Wall Street Challenge, and we basically travel the country. We find Black-owned businesses, we shop with them, and then we challenge that Black business to shop with another Black business. So hence the name Black Wall Street Challenge. So that allows me to travel a lot, and that's why this is the perfect hustle. I mean, it's a perfect job. Period. I mean, it's low maintenance, it's low overhead, it's low cost. It's just you don't even have to spend a lot of time. Like I was just talking to someone today. I also have gotten my daughter. She became a notary. I got another buddy of mine that's about to become a notary.
You have kids that old?
Yeah, man, I got some kids that are old, man. I'm gonna keep my age on the low though. But yeah, I do.
You have kids over 18?
I got a daughter older than 18. My brother, yes, sir.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So I got her in it, and
that's what's up.
I'm trying to also. I'm kind of coaching some people up as well on my own, just kind of trying to get some people that I trust that I could kind of just have them kind of do their own thing up underneath me as well, because
that's the best way to do is get people who you bring in. That's the best way to do it.
I mean, a lot of times people just don't know that you can make, this kind of money being a notary and not have to work a lot. Like if I work 8 hours next week, oh man, I better made 2,000-3,000. I mean, literally, because here's another thing. I don't want to mislead people, but I typically do not do loan signing documents anymore.
Let's talk about that.
I don't do it because I feel like it's more time, it's more of an overhead, it's more legwork. So like the typical loan signing, these title companies, a lot of times they want to send the documents an hour before. Now you got to print out 200 pages in an hour, and a lot of times they want a copy for them, a copy for the client, a copy for the bank. So you printing out 600 documents. You running out of toner, ink. I mean, it's just so much stuff. I got this little bag right here. I keep it close to me. I take this with me everywhere. All I carry in here is a clipboard in case, they're in a bed or something and they can't get up. I got my stamp, some pens, some extra business cards, and that's it. I don't like to have to go to a loan sign and lugging around all that stuff and then have to go somewhere and they want you to overnight it. Sometimes they even want you to scan stuff back. I don't have time for all that. If somebody calls me today and they want me to do that, I'm charging them. If they want scan bags, I'm gonna charge you $50 for the scan bag. I'm gonna charge you $175 for just the signing. If you need me to print something out, I'm gonna charge you accordingly. If it's over 200 and you want 3 packets, I'm gonna charge you $25 to $35 extra dollars just to print it out. So you're looking at about $350 or so for a loan closing if I'm gonna do it these days. And then if you want me to be a courier service after that, that's another $50. So if they don't agree to paying about $350, $375, $400, yes, that's worth my time, because you're talking about 3 hours of my life right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the niche that I found now where I can make $175 in 15 minutes. Oh man, it's hard for me to go back to loan signing like Snapdocs, all that. They send me stuff to this day and I say no, because they'll try to pay you $65 and want you to drive an hour away. Nah, that's not happening no more. I mean, I'm not that. I just wait on the phone to ring for the power of attorney, and that's 10 minutes away. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, come on. I'll share Winston's website in a second. You can hire Winston. Yeah, I can't find it. You can hire Winston to build out your site. I'll get his website pulled up in a second.
Oh.
Money. Get into the money, man. Proud of you, man.
Man, I thank you. I always reach out and say thank you, man.
You always show love, and
Not you out
I
on my page, brother, because this literally changed my life. Like, I'm not even just saying this because I've this changed my life, man. I was working a job that I love to do, but I was having to work 14 hours a day to do it, and it's a lot of stress. It was, I mean, I had to live out a bag for months at a time because a lot of the campaigns that I do, I'm on the road, and I do love the kind of work, but it's just like having just a family and wanting to be home, and in your time, as we get older, that's all we have is our time, and I just couldn't see myself wanting, like, being happy doing what I was doing forever. Now I take contracts on my terms.
On your terms.
I do a contract, like I might have one in New York coming up soon. We'll see, but it's gonna be on my terms. I don't have to do that. I could stay in St. Louis and literally live comfortably here, just doing this and working, 4 hours a week and spending the rest of the time with my family. So, I mean, this has changed my life, man. So I thank you. I thank the Notary Business School. I thank you, Andre. I thank Winston for making my life even easier. Website. I just, man, I'm filled with so much gratitude, man. Thank you, man. And
I
you two
appreciate it, Rule.
lives out here, and anybody that believes this is not worth it, just get out the way. Let somebody else that is more driven do it, because it's not for everyone. I mean, I never would have thought that I would love doing paperwork. I mean, that's pretty much what I do. I mean, we do paperwork, and it's
know what it is.
I never thought that I would get so much gratification out of just doing documents. It's just, and it's crazy, but this has changed my life, man. Literally, it's crazy.
I appreciate the kind words. And shout out to you for crushing it. And here's something else that I didn't even realize at first, that people are happy. Your ideal customer is happy to pay you.
Oh yeah,
they're happy you show up, and they're happy when you. It isn't an arm twisting thing. Like, oh my God, they like no, it's all right, cool. Here you go. It's
definitely,
it just works. Trust the process. Rula, I appreciate your time, sir. I'm gonna holler at you later on, Pippin.
All right, peace.
Shout out. People out here winning, guys. All right, I'm gonna share the Winston's website. So Winston's the only person who we recommend to build websites. Share screen. Winston share screen. Okay, so this is the Winston site here. He might have raised up his prices. Let's see if he raised them. Work with me. Work with me. SEO membership, notary. Prefer. $497, $797, or $1,200 for the deluxe one. Winston's link is in the chat. Yeah, loan closings are popular, and for some people, they do very well from them. Everyone has their own niche. So everyone has their own niche. But 10 minutes, 175 and up, you show me where they do that at. All right, I'm going to try to